Hi, my name is Rachel Kornfeld. I'm the CEO of Jewish Family Services of Greenwich. I appreciate you tuning in today to hear about our services and in particular our new FACS program. JFS of Greenwich started the FACS program, which is Families Affected by COVID-19 Transition Services, specifically to help those in the Greenwich community manage the impact that COVID has had on our lives. We know so many of you have managed job loss of family members, incredible stressors in the home, and we would like you to know that we are here to provide case management services, financial assistance, counseling, and anything else that we can come up together that may help your family. So as you listen, please know that we are here for you, and we hope you'll reach out and gain a little bit of insight from our clinical psychologist, Holly Schiff, along with one of the families that we've been working with. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Maria Rivas, and I currently live here in Greenwich, Connecticut. I have a 4-year-old daughter named Daniela. She attends Armstrong Core Family Centers, and I've been working at Jewish Family Service has been working with me for the past 1 year. The hardest part for me dealing with this pandemic, speaking for myself, being isolated, and I personally had COVID, a really bad case of COVID, and I really thought I was going to lose my life, and just the thought of thinking that what were my children going to do without me, and I really had a hard time, not only physically but emotionally. And it's still very hard because a lot of changes came when this pandemic started, and there's still a lot of changes that are very difficult for us to accommodate in our daily living. All the services that I have and I currently still receive at JFS they all have been very helpful to me and my family. And when I say services, is because we get a lot of different services, a lot of help in different ways. For example, we get our fresh vegetables every week, every Wednesday. We come for our fresh vegetables, which it helps tremendously a lot. It helps us, we don't have the same amount of financial help or the same financial life, let's say, that we had before the pandemic. So being able to get those, for some people it might be little help. For me, it's a lot of help, because if you go now to a grocery store, vegetables are getting very expensive. Everything's getting more expensive than before. Being isolated has brought back my anxiety, and it has made me more depressed than I already was before the pandemic. And I know that I can come to Michael, to anyone here, which I have, where I felt very frustrated, and he helped me get in contact with a therapist, and now I get therapy every Monday. Anything I need for my daughter, for an example, when I started coming here, they started the virtual classes. I would put my daughter on my cell phone, and then Michael, through JFS, they gave me a Chromebook for my daughter, which is very helpful. It doesn't only help me with her schoolwork, but for me to be able to attend the meetings, the parents' meetings at her school as well. And I also receive a printer, which it's a lot of help. Yes, I do feel a very great amount of support from the community and from JFS. Every 2 weeks, I have a virtual meeting with Michael Garcia, where we get in touch and we go through everything. And he's always asking me, is there anything I may need help with, my family? He's always asking, is there anything, that we need for home, for anything? And there's been times that I've needed help, and sometimes I can't come and get my vegetables due to medical problems. and I get my vegetables delivered at home, which it helps so much, very much. And I know that the community gets together, and I know that the community gets together and helps, like they get together to help this kind of organizations to be able to help the rest of the community that's in need, people like me, and there's plenty of other people like me that, you know, some people just don't ask for it, but like I didn't ask, but it was given to me, you know. So it's good to let people know that, you know, if you need help, there's plenty of help here in this community through organizations like JFS. Yes.
Hi, my name is Dr. Holly Schiff, and I'm a licensed clinical psychologist who specializes in the treatment of children and adolescents. While this pandemic has definitely caused a major disruption to our daily lives, it doesn't have to negatively impact your child's well-being. Numerous studies have actually shown that children are quite resilient. However, the right support and guidance can definitely increase the likelihood of a positive outcome. COVID has definitely changed our lives. We've had to adjust to this new normal, but it doesn't mean that it's permanent. This is temporary. It's just one period of life, as short as or as long as it may be, where things are going to be quite stressful, but it will eventually pass. The situation will get better and we will recover. But to be a kid and hear things from your parents that may make you nervous or uneasy about the situation can be difficult. So how can we ameliorate the situation and do this better? So some tips for talking to our kids. It's of paramount importance to remain calm. Children react both to what you say and how you say it. Kids will take emotional cues from their parents. They will react to and follow your reactions. They learn from your example, but you can definitely empathize and be compassionate. It's definitely understandable and normal to feel worried and nervous, definitely in a time like this. Children rely on their parents to provide a sense of safety and security. You're basically driving the car and they are the passengers in this. So even if you are feeling your own anxieties or your own nerves, you can't let that get in the way of them feeling like safe passengers. Make sure to make yourself available to listen and to talk. The biggest thing that I'm hearing from my patients right now is that these kids just want an open line of communication with their parents to be able to, ask them questions or share things with them. As lockdown and social distancing has elicited all kinds of feelings, some that may be new to them and that they've never experienced before. Don't avoid questions that you can't answer. There's already so much uncertainty, so try to be comfortable with saying, I don't know. It's tempting to want to reassure your child that things will be better soon, even when you yourself aren't sure, but teaching children how to tolerate this kind of uncertainty is definitely key to reducing anxiety and helping them build resilience. So when faced with events that are scary and largely out of our control, it's important to realize what you can control. Specifically to COVID, we cannot control how long this is going to last. So when you can't control what's happening, or what's going on in the world around you, it's definitely important to try and challenge yourself to control the way that you respond to what's happening. That's where your power is. You can control your attitude, your decisions, your actions, your mindset, how you handle your feelings and emotions. But we cannot control the actions of others. We cannot predict what will happen next, how others will react, and again, how long this is going to last. Establishing routines is really important. Children ordinarily crave structure and routine, but especially during this time of uncertainty and stress, it is this consistency and predictability that will help them maintain a sense of normalcy and, keeping a regular schedule. It just provides that sense of control, predictability, calm, and well-being. And when you change the way that you look at things, the things you're actually looking at change. This is all about reframing and perspective. For example, practicing gratitude, particularly during this time. It's important for us to focus on the silver linings. It can help you feel more at ease, better able to cope during this tough time, but the effects can actually help you stay well even long after the pandemic is over. So offer opportunities for your child to reflect and practice gratitude. Take a few moments just to notice things that are going well in their life, people whom they are thankful to have with them during this time, and things that they are grateful to have to look forward to. Again, they could even be thankful for the newfound family time. Again, that's us focusing on the positive. So instead of dwelling on the lost opportunities and the unfortunate circumstances that the pandemic has forced upon us, one of the best places that we can start is just with a very simple question. How has this experience caused you to, maybe learn something new about yourself? Is it possible that maybe the difficult experiences this past year have actually helped reveal things in our lives that ordinarily we might not have seen otherwise. But of course, there are definitely going to be some kids that, may need additional support, extra help during this time. So please encourage them to reach out, ask for help, and utilize community resources.
Thank you again for joining us today. We hope you got some useful information from both Maria and Holly, and we hope that you learned a little bit more about Jewish Family Services of Greenwich and what we have to offer over here. We welcome calls from anyone in the Greenwich community that's in need of support in response to COVID-19 and also just general stressors in your life. So please keep us in mind and reach out. From all of us at Jewish Family Services of Greenwich, we wish you health, and we are here for you.